need money, especially in this day and age. You need a lot of channel. Today, I am going to give you my suggestions for Black romance novels by Black authors. Let's get started. My first book that I am going to recommend is a Kennedy Ryan book. This one is the first in the Skyland series, Before I Let Go. Before I Let Go follows Yasmin and Josiah. So they have recently, well, I'm not going to say recently, I think maybe like a year, divorced after they suffered a loss. And this isn't a spoiler, it's literally in the author's note in the front. Yasmin had a stillborn birth and she went into a deep depression. So this book deals with a lot of grief, loss, depression, and also self growth within all the characters. So because Jasmine was in such like deep depression, it just was too much for their marriage, and they divorced. But they still co-parent very well, and they actually own a business together, a restaurant. So this book just follows them along their journey to basically finding their way to see if they can find their way back to each other. Hence the title, Before I Let Go. You know, is there something, because there's still love. Like once you read the book, you see that there's still love between Yasmin and Josiah, but you know, I'm not going to say external factors, but because of the depression and you know, it took a toll on their marriage, as I said. So but other than that, like I know it doesn't sound like it's not a fluffy read. Like there are some moments that are like um sweet and especially with her friends, with Yasmin's friends, there are definitely some giggly moments. And but this is not going to be a light read. This is a read that will challenge your, well, maybe not that. This is a read that will put you through the motions. I think that's a accurate statement. um you know, and it's also told through a dual point of view. It's told through Yasmin and Josiah, which I like. Not I don't like books that give you like a bunch of different reviews. I like side a bunch a bunch of different points of view, but between them two, like it's really good. Hi, Dylan. Yes. What's the matter? Okay, I'm gonna try to finish this up because my light is going. But yeah, and also there's recipes because it talks a lot about Josiah's grandmother, I think, his aunt. I don't remember. So a female in his family. I think it's either his aunt or grandmother, which was the inspiration for them to start the restaurant. And they also have some of her recipes in here, which is nice. So yeah, this is a pretty good book. It wasn't a 5-star read for me. I gave it like 4.5. Sit down. Sit. Don't side eye me. I gave this, I think, a 4.5 or 4.75. Yes. So before I let go. This is, what do you call like someone or something that is like extremely attached? Like this is Dylan. Dylan wanted to make her debut because she's thirsty. So say hi to Dylan. My next book is one of my faves, The Neighbor Favor. I'm sure you've seen this like all around the interwebs. This is by Christina Flores. I have not read the sequel, um, not the sequel, but the second book in this series, the Green Sister series, the Partner Plot, and then the Love Lyric came out this month. So I have to grab those two. But this book, oh my gosh, it's so cute. There's a lot of moments where I was like laughing and like kicking my feet, just like giggly. So this book follows Lily, the first of the Green, not the first, but I think she's the baby of the Green sisters. And it follows Lily. Lily is in this dead end job that she just like she hates. She hates her job and she dreams of being, I think it's an editor's assistant, and right now she's just like an assistant for an editor. Like it's two different things. So she So that's a little bit about Lily and like where she's coming from. But she goes, I can't remember. It's been, I read this book a while ago, so I don't remember too much of it. But somehow there, Lily gets in the email of one of her fave books authors. I think it's a fantasy book, and it was just like it left on a cliffhanger, and there was no like where's the sequel. So somehow she gets the author's email, and like just starts correspondence with them, telling them how much she loves the book, and like asking like about the sequel and things. And so the author and Lily strike up a rapport, but for whatever reason they lose communication with each other. So then Lily has to move out of her apartment, so she moves in with her sister. And her sister lives next to this really cute guy. And so Lily is very shy and awkward. Like Lily reminded um myself, like I saw myself in Lily with like the awkwardness. So yeah, but so she musters up this, like there's been like flirty googly eye, not googly eyes, but like very flirty looks with Lily and the neighbor. So she finally musters up the strength to like speak to him and ask him out. And yeah, it kind of goes from there. Like it's a romance novel, so you know where it's gonna go. But it's just a really, really cute read. I love this book so much. Like I said, I read it in 24 hours. And yeah, it was just super cute. It had me smiling, it had me laughing. Definitely rom-com vibes for sure. Like I can see this being made into a movie. Honestly, it was super cute, super cute. So then my last and final book that I recommend to you guys is Love Radio by Ebony Liddell. Now this is a debut novel from Ebony. Girl, girl, you did that. Like for sure, you did that. When I tell y'all this is a YA novel, but this is my favorite. Like this is a 5-star read for me. I just could not get over how good this book was. And I like picked this book up on a whim. I had read a mystery novel, and the way that book ended and how too much of real life it could be, I was like, I need something light. I need like a palate cleanser. So I went to my bookstore and just was perusing and saw this book. I had seen it on the internet on like Instagram a little. And I saw it, and it had, two black kids on here, the headphones. I was like, okay, I'm sold. Um, yeah, it even yeah, this is this is my favorite. So let me tell you about it. So Love Radio follows, and I think it's dual point of view also. Let me see. It's long chapters. Yeah, it's dual point of view, which I like, and it follows Danielle, Danny for short, and Prince. So Prince has had a crush on Danielle for like ever since middle school. And so they're in high school now. I think it's their senior year. They're about to graduate. Danny is like, boys are the last thing on her mind. Danny is focused on school and trying to write her entrance essay to her dream school. So Prince sees her, I think it's at a library. I don't think it's at a bookstore. I think it's at a library. And he finally musters up the strength to try to ask Danny out. But Prince had children's books in his hand, and so Danny assumed that Prince had a child. And she said something about, referencing that wasn't very nice. And he like basically told her off, and then that was it. So I think she talked to her dad about, what had happened, and her dad totally like, that wasn't that nice. So she went some I don't even know how she knew where Prince lived. But she went to Prince's house with books for his brother, because that's who the books were for. They were for his little brother. And then, they strike up a conversation. She's about to leave. And then Prince is like, hey, let's try to run this back again. Let's have a little chit chat. So he finally decides to ask her out again. And then he tells her it takes like, I want to say he said it's like 80 something days to fall in love. So cute. So basically, he wants to make her fall in love with him. And so she like reluctantly agrees. And it just shows they go on 3 dates. only 3 dates, but between them, like getting to know each other through like the dates in school and talking, through text, phone, whatever, it is just really cute. Y'all, there's this one scene in here where he takes her braids out. Like, if that ain't love. Like, he goes to her house and helps her take her braids out. Y'all, this book is so cute. I like, this was a 5-star read for me. I will say check your triggers, because it does talk about SA, not in like detail, but it does like let you know what happens and why Danny is the way she is. So yeah, check your triggers. But other than that, like, it, oh my gosh, this was so good. Such, Ebony, you did your thing with this. Like, you really did your thing with this. This is such a good read. I'm glad I picked this up. Mad at myself that it took me so long to get it. I actually want to read this again this month, February, month of love. But I don't know. I have one book that I'm reading right now, and I talked about it in my last vlog. And then the sequel to that book that I want to read, because the third one comes out in May. So, but I want to try to get to this before the month ends. If not, I'm probably still going to read it, because this was my 5-star romance read. Like, of all the romance books that I have read, this is by far my favorite. I compare every romance book that I read to this one. I'm like, does it give me the same feel as Love Radio? If not, you're not a 5-star read. I mean, but yeah. So that is it. That's my 3 books for Black romance books by Black authors. I know it's after Valentine's Day, but February is the month of love, so why not? And who says you have to read romance novels? Read all the romance novels in February. Love should be year round. All you need is love. Well, no, that's not true. You need money, especially in this day and age. You need a lot of money. Um, but yeah, that's it. I'm about to ramble at this point. So thank you guys again for watching. If you stayed until the end, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you stick around for my journey. So until next time, Dylan and I says bye.